Welcome, everyone. My name is Lynn Schuessler Williams, and I'm happy to be your host tonight. I'm out of Louisville, Kentucky, and we start all our calls with Success Partners with our signature message, which is a powerful affirmation of who we've come here to be as individuals and as a team. Because each and every person on this call can say, I am part of a growing team of entrepreneurs with a shared mission to protect and empower 2 million families and small businesses with Legal Shield's network of law firms and world-class identity theft services. What we do matters, and we are looking for help. And with that, I have the great pleasure to turn our training Zoom tonight over to a gentleman who is a leader for all of us, a ring earner, a millionaire club member, a man who I am very grateful to call friend, Mr. Timmer Halligan. The Zoom is yours, sir.
Well, thanks so much, Lynn. Truly, truly appreciate you. I'm just now getting used to the fact, I think everybody else is, when we're saying the Zoom is now yours. Can we tell that we are in some different times? And Lynn, so appreciate you and all that you're doing to really encourage all of us to utilize Zoom more, to be able to utilize all the technology that's out there for us to be able to advance and to really grow our business. So hello, everybody. We are in July. You know, we are halfway through 2020. And I think everybody would agree with me that 2020 isn't exactly the way we expected it to be halfway through the year, right? You know, so many of us, you know, at the beginning of the year, we talked about what our goals are. At the beginning of the year, we said what it is that we want to get accomplished. At the beginning of the year, we said, this year is going to be different. This year is going to be better. And for many, it is. And for many, you're just now kind of getting out from behind your shell because, you know, this whole pandemic thing, it's no joke, right? I mean, it's real. It's out there. It's affecting people. It's, you know, shutting down cities, shutting down businesses. And at the exact same time, presenting an incredible opportunity with Legal Shield. I mean, the last 3 months in our company have been tremendous. Record month after record month after record month. And you got to ask yourself this question, right? Is it and has it been a record month for you? And a record year so far? And if it hasn't, here's what I can encourage. Pay attention tonight, because we're going to get back to some basics tonight that I think that, you know, when everybody takes a look at what we're talking about, some people look at it and go, I know all that stuff already. I know exactly what he's going to say. I know what we're going to talk about tonight. And some are going to see it with, as Lynn Schuessler Williams always says, a new set of eyes. Because this coming Saturday, we've got an incredible event. I mean, we're expecting thousands and thousands and thousands of people to attend our online event this Saturday. And with that online event, a couple things you want to do. I want you to take tonight's training. Tonight, what we're going to talk about is developing future leaders in Legal Shield. And we all know what that really means. That means becoming a manager. Now, for some folks, right, that are going to listen in tonight, this is about, you know, if you're above the manager position, you want to know this. If you're not at the manager position, you want to know this, because your goal has to be, needs to be, should be to grow your team, to get your team stronger than it has ever been before. And when you can look at the incentives that Legal Shield has on the table right now for brand new associates and how it can translate into your foundation for success, I'm excited to be able to, share tonight. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. All right. Well, listen, let's go ahead and get started. Excited to be able to share this information with you tonight, on future leaders of Legal Shield training, right? How you become a future leader in Legal Shield. Number one is that for everybody that's on here, I think you'll know, and for brand new folks, I think you'll learn to know that you have made an incredible decision to be part of Legal Shield. We are changing the way that people live their lives. We are leveling the playing field, giving the opportunity for equal justice for everyone right now. And so when you take a look at these slides, and I was fortunate enough to share some of these the other night with the Amelia family, so I want to thank them for some of this content here, because, last month, here's what I can tell you. The Amelia family organization added over 700 associates to their team, over $65,000 to $70,000 worth of premium on their team. So I'm excited to be able to share some great information. So let's talk about the future leaders of Legal Shield. I want everyone to take a second and just go back in your mind. For me, it would be 16 years actually this week that I started with Legal Shield. I want you to go back and think about your very, very first day as an associate. And let's pretend that today is your first day as a brand new associate. And we're going to talk about the things that you need to do, the leadership skills that you need to possess, the activities that need to be accomplished for you to be able to get to where you deserve to get. So let's talk about, a quick checklist of what it is. Number one is that we've all signed up as a member, right? We've all signed up as a member. We've got our Legal Shield and our ID Shield memberships in force, right? If you don't have Legal Shield and ID Shield, you're not a full service associate. How can you market the Legal Shield and ID Shield membership if you don't have them both? You want to make sure that you've got your apps fully activated. And then what you want to do is you're now an associate welcome, right? Just imagine back when I became a brand new associate with Legal Shield, there was no apps. I think we had just started to launch a website. I remember we had VHS tapes when we started. I remember when we first, attempted to have online videos. We weren't really good at it way back then, but today, totally different ball game. You want to make sure that you've got your Legal Shield Advantage. You want to make sure you've got both of your apps active. Your Prospect by Legal Shield, as we've made this pivot 2020, where we really made this commitment. I was talking to Jason Wardell earlier tonight, and he was just sharing with me all the prospects that he's got in Prospect by Legal Shield. See, leaders, you should be able to, number one, look at your Prospect by Legal Shield, but you should ask to see your associates' prospects by Legal Shield, because if you don't have prospects in there, you're not building the business the way it's intended. See, Prospect by Legal Shield. I was just pricing out yesterday some CRM systems for one of my clubs. That CRM system that had all of the things that Prospect by Legal Shield had, they wanted to charge me, or want to charge me, I still may actually spend it, to have everything that we have, $1,300 a month. And that's not including a website. $1,300 a month to have everything at my disposal. Now, I can tell you, if it's used correctly, we will more than make our money back. But at $1,300 a month, you think about it. At $20 a month, you just do it. So you make sure you've got your apps all set up. And then we start to talk about, tonight we're going to talk about 7 things that need to be covered. And it's really about the basics. So we're going back to, how do you advance to senior associate? How do you get people to the manager position? Realizing that attitude is everything. Who do you know? How do you contact, invite, And what are the action steps to get yourself and your team paid and promoted? So let's talk about number one. Welcome to the team. If you're brand new, congratulations. If you've been here a long time, congratulations. You have made the best decision that you possibly could make. And when you take a look at joining Legal Shield, I want everyone to go back and just understand this right now. When I started with Legal Shield 16 years ago, we were valued at $300 or so million. In 2011, we were purchased by a private equity firm, Mid-Ocean Partners, as many of you know, for $650 million. So that was in 8 years or so, in 2004 to 2011, 7 years, we went from 300 million to being bought for 650 million. Then 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago, Mid-Ocean Partners sold 51% of Legal Shield for over $1 billion. So your company that you have the opportunity to go out and speak about, even during this pandemic that we're going through, is valued at over $2 billion and growing. So you want to make sure that you know that, you speak about it. We've got proven products. Proven. We know they work. How do I know they work? Because I use them, right? They write letters for me. They make phone calls for me. They get things done for me. They get things done for you. They get things done for your members. So you got proven products that are out there in the marketplace. Got an unbelievable compensation plan. I mean, where else can you write $49 of anything and make up to $280 for writing it? I mean, even if you were, at the senior associate level, even at the associate level, you're still making, 60 per 60 bucks, 120 bucks, 140, 160, 190. Think about this. See, I talk to a lot of guys that work, let's say, in the world of insurance, or, in the world of getting any sort of commissions. And when they're getting 10 to 15%, they're happy. Legal Shield is up there paying out 50, 60%, and you've got a product or a service that you get paid residually on for life. So you've got these 4 ways that we get paid. You've got no competition. The only competition that you've got in Legal Shield sits right between your ears. It's your mind. It's your ability to push through, to fail forward enough to be able to succeed. So the only competition really is you, because we only got 2.5% market share. Now, I'm sure that many of you guys are coming through this a lot more. You're hearing a lot more people that say, I got that. I was actually reached out to a guy the other day I haven't talked to in probably 15 years, maybe actually probably longer now. It's 1997. He actually lives here in North Carolina. We reconnected on Facebook. Of course, I'm inviting him to stuff. I'm asking him stuff. And I'm like, he goes, do you work for Legal Shield? I'm like, yeah. He goes, we've been a member for about 20 years now. Of course, the next thing I said was, have you taken a look at the opportunity? And I got him on the Zoom, and he'll be coming on board with us next week. Why? Because he's used the service. He understands. He's a tennis pro here in North Carolina, and his club, which is a city-owned club, closed down for all of May and all of June. That was 8 weeks with not being able to work. The timing right now could not be better for what it is that we have to bring to the marketplace. So go back. If you haven't watched it yet, or you haven't seen it in a while, go watch Mr. Darnell Self's welcome video. Again, you're a brand new associate. Remember, you're just now starting. Remember, you're going back to where that time is. And the beautiful thing is you get to be an associate right now at whatever level you're in, but the rules of engagement do not change. You must do the things that we're going to talk about, right? Because that's what's going to bring you, that's what's going to bring your team the success that they deserve, that you desire. You know you want it, so let's go get it, right? So let's talk about real quick. Join our Team Ascent Facebook page. Visit begintheascent.com. Take a look at the beginning steps. But let's talk about right now, how do you get to the senior associate level? And I don't care if you're a director. I want everyone to take the challenge to Fast Start Qualify right now, because I'm going to share with you how to make, as a brand new associate. So if you're a brand new associate, how to make $2,000 in the next 30 or so days. But if you're a manager or even a senior associate right now, or you're a director or senior director or executive director, and you do this, you're going to make even more. But it's all about the basics. You guys know I'm a coach in tennis. I've coached world-class athletes, kids that have won millions and millions of dollars playing professionally. And it's always about the basics. When they're struggling, we're going back to the basics. When they're really winning, we're going back to the basics. The basics are the foundation for everything that you're going to do. So how do you get to this senior associate level? So you got one or two things I want you to think about. All of you that have been past the senior associate level, you can't earn a $300 bonus when you do this process. But any new associate that you bring in can earn the $300 bonus. So you want to tell them about it. But also remember, if you're the sponsor and they achieve a $300 bonus, guess what? You also get a $300 bonus. So as a brand new associate, and you Fast Start Qualify, you're going to get 300. Now, when you bring in your first associate and they do the same thing, they're getting 300, you're getting 300. So remember, everyone that you sponsor, what they get, you get. And so that's why you go to work to help people out. So number one is attend your Fast Start training. Again, I'm speaking to folks that may have been in here for 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or some that have been in with us for 2 days, right? Get to your Fast Start training. Watch it in the next 20 days. I don't care how long you've been in this business. I went and watched the new Fast Start training a couple of weeks back. Holy cow, did it get me fired up. And I've been here for 16 years. Next, go out and market $90 worth of premium and add one associate, and you'll Fast Start Qualify. See, that was my goal to begin this week. And I've already written 3 memberships. I've already added 1 associate. So I've already Fast Start Qualified this week, right? So that's what you want to do. How do you do it? You invite people to listen. We're going to talk more about that in a little bit, but we got to get to work, folks. You got to get to work. I mean, you know what you need to do. And so you just got to go out and do it. So market $90 worth of premium, add 1 associate, or add $180 worth of premium. Either one of them will help a brand new associate to get a $300 bonus, and it will help you as their sponsor. You also get a $300 bonus. I want you to think about that for a second, guys. Think about this. Your brand new associate, or you as a brand new associate, goes out and markets $90 worth of premium. And the company is going to pay you and your associate 600 times, $600, $600, 300 for you, 300 for them, for $90 worth of premium. I mean, you could get a ring just by Fast Start Qualifying people. Think about that, guys. I mean, you legitimately can get a Legal Shield ring. I know Ron Chambers was talking about being the #1 recruiting agent in all of Legal Shield, at least for our team. And here's what I would say. Be the #1 recruiter, but be the #1 recruiter with the highest percentage of people who Fast Start Qualify. I mean, you get 10 new associates, all of which that Fast Start Qualify, you get $3,000 worth of bonuses. You get 30 people that Fast Start Qualify, you get $9,000 worth of bonuses. I mean, you do the math. So you want to focus on doing the right stuff. Here's how you do it. Tells you exactly what to do. Here's where you go to get to where you find out your Fast Start Qualifying classes are. $90 at 1 associate, $300. You get it, the sponsor gets it, and their commissions double. Brand new associates double. Now, how do you get to that next step? Manager, right? It's the future leaders I've been talking about for years, and you all know this. If you can become a manager making factory, see, getting somebody to be a senior associate, they got to write a couple memberships, right? A couple memberships, and they get to senior associate. Getting manager means you got to have 3 people on your team, and you got to do a little bit more work, right? So how do you get to the manager bonus? Now, again, I want you all to remember this. So they get to manager. You may be past manager. You may be past your bonus, but this is about future leaders in the development. When you help somebody become a manager, they get a $500 bonus and you get a $500 bonus. Again, I'll use my same analogy earlier. If you got 10 people to get to senior associate, that's $3,000 in matching bonuses. And you then help them to get to manager, right? Those same 10, that's another $5,000 worth of bonuses. So you're looking at $8,000 worth of bonuses to help 10 people get to manager. That doesn't even count the commissions and the overrides that go along with it. But again, you get your fast start training done. You market $400 worth of premium and 3 associates. So you got 3 associates that join the business, and between all of you, you write $400 worth of memberships. Now, do the math. A membership, if it's $50, all you need is 8 memberships total. If you did it by yourself, that's $400 worth of services, and you make over $800 worth of commission. So there it is. It breaks it down for you. You'll get your future leaders pin. You'll get your $500 cash bonus. And let's take a look at what it looks like, guys, because to me, this slide that I'm going to share with you right now, somebody comes on board with your team, you want to share this right away, right? Right away. And here's what I encourage. I don't care what level you are, put your name right here. I don't care what level you are, put your name right here. And you go through and you get to the manager position and you help others. Let's see what that looks like. So the definition of a manager: 3 associate legs. There's 1, 2, 3. So you got 3 associates that join your team. $400 in organizational premium, right? That means between all of you, you've written $400 worth of premium. There you go. So you, right, sell 3 Legal Shield combos. So if you've written 150, so I don't care what level you are right here, you still got to do the same thing, okay, to be able to, if you're no matter if you're starting fresh or you're looking to restart, right? Market 3 memberships. That gives you $150 worth of premium. Then each of these folks, each writes $90 and adds 1 associate. This person adds 90 and 1, so they're going to senior associate. There you go. There's their person, their person, their person, right? So this person writes 90 in premium and adds an associate. This person, 90 in premium, adds an associate. This person, 90 in premium, adds an associate. So each one of them will say, as it says, 2 $50 combos. So you're really written 100 worth of premium, but you got that done now, right? So think about this. You've got their 3 premium. So you got premium, $100, $100, $100. You wrote 150, right? Because you sold 3 memberships. Each one of them got the membership. That is 300 plus 150, 450. You have now become manager. That's it. I mean, master this drawing right here and keep duplicating it. Now, so you've got your $450 worth of premium. Now, here's what a brand new associate earns. So if you're at the director level, right? If you're at the director level, that's 3 times 200, 190. Let's just start with the associate. So if you're a brand new associate, you write 3 of these memberships, you make $180, right? $180 to write your 3 $50 memberships, you get paid $60 a piece for them. Plus, you get your fast start qualifying bonus. That's $300, right? So that's $300. So now you've got $480 that you've made. You've got overrides. Now, again, this is assuming you're a senior associate here. You just fast start qualify, but whatever level you are, do the math. That's the minimum that you could earn is another $120, right? 3 matching bonuses, right? Because you helped each one of them. So I don't care what level you are here. 300 for helping this person, 300 for helping this person, 300 for helping this person. That's $900 worth of fast start qualifying bonuses. You got your manager bonus. Now, in your case, if you've been with us for a while, you got a matching bonus. The same thing happens here. You got a matching bonus for these 3 that you've helped. The only thing you're not getting if you haven't just started is the $300 bonus, but everything else still kicks in as a matching bonus. So your total income as a brand new associate to get to manager in your first 45 days, but honestly, guys, I think 30 days is plenty. Look at it. This is all you have to do is you recruit 3, you help them be able to recruit 1, write $90 worth of premium. You write 3 memberships yourself. You write those 3 memberships. You've got Performance Club done. So even more bonuses are going to start to kick in, right? And you now have learned how. And so if you're talking to people, you just ask them, who do you know that needs to earn an extra $2,000 in the next few weeks? But attitude is everything. You know, if you're approaching people and you're like, hey, got this opportunity, I'd really like to share it with you. They're not going to be excited to join you guys. You got to have that attitude of excitement, that attitude of gratitude with everything that you do. You know, act as if always that success is certain, right? It is guaranteed because it really is in Legal Shield. You cannot fail unless you quit or you don't do anything, right? There's a lot of people that haven't quit, but they're not doing anything. You can't not do something and you can't quit. You're almost better off to quit than you are to not do something and say you're trying to do something. Doesn't work. Treat it like a business. Treat it like a business. I mean, you know, if you were drafted in the NFL, you know, you look at this young gentleman from Kansas City Chiefs, just signed a $450 million contract. Do you think he went into his rookie season acting like a rookie? Or do you think he went into his rookie season acting like he's a Super Bowl champion? He absolutely went in and acted like a Super Bowl champion, now is a Super Bowl champion, now has got a $500 million contract. You cannot have a rookie attitude when you're trying to win a Super Bowl. You got to walk in thinking it is a Super Bowl championship, and you got to treat it like that. So just because you're investing $99 or you have invested $99, treat it like you've invested $99,000. Because I look back and I said, even if I would have invested $99,000, I've still made 10 times that $99,000, over $1 million, right? So it still would have been a great investment for me at $99,000. Here's what I can promise you. I probably would have hit $1 million a lot sooner because I would have wanted to recoup that $99,000 a lot sooner. Here you're investing $99, but treat it like a $99,000 or a $900,000 business. You fail your way forward. You're going to make mistakes, guys. You're going to make mistakes. But that's why you've got an incredible team that's there to help you every step of the way, right? You got to fail yourself forward. Failure is not a reason to stop. So many times when things don't go right in life, we stop. Keep moving forward. See, professionals will sort through all the people that they have. Amateurs will try to convince them that they need to join this business or convince them that they need to have this membership. And you got to read every single day. Sitting here right now, got 2 books that sit on my desk every day. My 9 Little Words to Change Your Results and 30 Ways in 30 Days by Steve Millian. These two combined, you can't fail. You cannot fail. And then, of course, right here, sitting on the desk also, Build an Empire. And I did not stage those there. They sit there. I grab those 3 books and I read them consistently. They're my breakaway from everything in life. Let me read a little bit. And these 3 books right here will give you everything that you need to be successful. Stay close to the fire. Be on these Zooms. Don't miss them. Be on the Zooms that we have in the evenings. I call people all the time and I'm like, hey, you're going to be on the Zoom and they got something else going on. You know, I mean, unless you're in the hospital, you're dying or something like that, you got to use the Zooms that we have. You know, John Drennan used to say to me, I used to say this stuff to him all the time. He'd ask me if I'm going to Tuesday night briefing and I go, no, I'm doing a 3-way call. He would say this all the time. Say, right activity, wrong time. You going to the luncheon this week? No, you know, I'm gonna be doing this appointment, a sit down. He's like, right activity, wrong time. Eventually, I just realized I know what the right activity is and I know what the right time is, and put the two together and you achieve success. Be on our team trainings like you are tonight. Be on our daily stretch calls. Be on the daily Zooms that we have, you know, and invite people to come and watch. If they see what we do, they will join us. This I just started listening to again, and it's such a great audio. Go to YouTube, look at Jim Rome's Build Your Network Marketing Business. It's an hour, but let me tell you, you read this, you listen to this, you live this along with these other things we talk about, these other books, you cannot fail. Now you talk about this part of it, right? We're talking about right now in our Pivot 2020, who do you know? And, you know, it's not who you know, but it's who they know. And we're talking about using social media to be able to grow your list. But here's the thing, get your list out right now. I saw Brenda Daniels join us tonight. And I still remember when she worked on this activity where she created a list that had like 800 or 900 people on it. Your list, you want to guard with your life, right? You want to hold on to it. You want to carry it around with you. You want to write it down. You want to snap photos of it. Heck, you may even want to go get a safety deposit box, because your list is your fortune, right? It is right there. And the more names that you can get written on a piece of paper, don't tell me you got it up here. You got to write it out and get it down on paper so you can work through it. You can't prejudge anyone at all, ever. See, the ones that you think will do great, don't. The ones that you go, I don't know about them, do great. I mean, come on now. We all know a good person, right? And I always hear this term, every dud knows a stud. Nobody's a dud. They're just a stud in the making. And sometimes you just got to meet somebody and you got to introduce them to this and you become a stud, right? That's it. Everyone is a link to a leader. You got to think long distance. Who do you know that's outside of your state? Who do you know that lives in other states? Who do you know right now that lives in North Carolina? Who do you know that lives in Illinois? Who do you know that lives in Kentucky? Who do you know that lives in Florida? Who do you know that lives in Washington? Who do you know that lives in Ontario or Toronto or California or New York or Rhode Island or Maine or Delaware or Montana or Arizona or South Dakota, North Dakota, Texas, New Mexico? That's enough states for me. You get the point. Who do you know that lives in other states that you can get out in touch with? Use the old Rolodex theory. Here's the thing. The average person knows 200 people. So 200 people know 200. That's 40,000. And you know 200. You just got to learn to extrapolate their list from them. Get them to either come on board with us or be an incredible referral source for you. Make the time to write out your list. Don't just rush through it. Let's talk quickly about contacting, inviting, because it's so important. Here's the deal. Contacting and inviting is a skill that can be learned. You got to get good at it, right? I sucked at inviting people to stuff at the beginning. I'll tell you right now, I talked way too much. I didn't say the right things. I didn't act normal. I mean, for example, if I'm going up to somebody and I first start my Legal Shield business, if I went to my friends wearing a suit and tie, they'd look at me and go, Timmer, where's your tie-dye? What are you trying to accomplish here? You don't wear suit and ties around. And I'd be like, yeah, I got you, man. I don't know what I was thinking. Be yourself when you're trying to introduce this business to people. Don't say anything until you can say everything, right? Until you got the opportunity to say everything you need to go say. And even then, even if you know everything, you still want to utilize the system, because the third party beats first party any day of the week. See, when you're talking to somebody, and this is something that, the Amelia family has taught me, and I've heard them talk about over and over, is ask yourself these questions, or this is what your prospects are asking themselves as you're talking to them. They're saying, can I do what's being done to me right now? So whatever you're doing to them, can they do it? If you're trying to spend 3 hours talking to them, they're going to say, I can't spend 3 hours, right? They don't have time. Do I want to do what's being done to me? Meaning that, are you overbearing, or are you just comfortable and conversational? If you're comfortable and conversational, people are going to want to do business with you. Do I have time to be doing what's done to me? Well, all you got to do is invite people. Just invite them to jump on our Zooms every single day. Just get people to come on. How are people making a couple $100,000 in their first year with leadership? They're inviting a whole lot of people. That's it. They're inviting a whole lot of people, and they're teaching their team to invite a whole lot of people. And that's how we got people earning $250,000, $300,000 in their first year. They just don't think that they can't do it, right? They go into the season. They join the business, right, with the Super Bowl mentality, not the rookie mentality, the Super Bowl mentality. And that's why they got big Super Bowl rings, right? Your goal, you got to know what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to set appointments to get it done. Don't share the information. Have others share it with you. Get down and do a game plan. Here's what I encourage you to do. Do a re-game plan with your team, right? Do a game plan with your team. If you're starting fresh, set a goal to get that fast start qualifying done. I don't care how long you've been in the business. Set a goal to get it done before the end of the week. Guys, Saturday, July 11th, I'm telling you, the announcements that are coming. See, everyone's like going, what were the announcements that we had right at the beginning of July? That was a precursor. I mean, this event, we're going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,000 people this coming Saturday. And you want to invite people. You want to get every single person on your team to be there. And here, let's say you set a goal for how many people. It doesn't matter if I'm talking about selling memberships or getting people. Set a goal for how many of your teammates that you want to have on this Super Saturday event. Invite 5 to 6 times more of them. If you don't have that many yet, fine. Edify the presenter. I mean, we got Don Thompson. We got Darnell Self. We got Brian Carruthers. I mean, we got everybody speaking this week. Promote the company, promote the event. Send them a short little video. This is when you're talking about the membership side of it. Confirm, confirm, confirm. I had an associate today text me and said, I got to get, I get people to say they're going to come to the Zooms, but they don't. If they're not showing up, you need to confirm it with them. Have your spouse, your significant partner, somebody on your team, have them be the one confirming. If I were to call up Jeff and say, hey, Jeff, this is Timmer Halligan. I actually work very, very closely with Jason. I know he's reserved a spot for you for tonight's Zoom. We got limited spots available. I'm just double checking you're going to be there. If I make that follow-up call, I can now confirm that people are going to be there, right? Never cancel anything. Full steam ahead always. Follow up with those that, missed coming on board or missed coming to a Zoom event. Set your launch date. Everyone should schedule their own private Zoom. And if you don't want to schedule your own private Zoom, just start inviting people to the ones that we have. And folks, what an awesome, I'm so fired up just reading my own stuff there, right? And, I think every single one of us, has an opportunity right now bigger, badder than ever before, to be able to build a Legal Shield business that is going to set you, your future. What's that song? Future so bright, you got to wear shades. And it's not a cliche, guys. It really, really is there for every single person that wants this to happen. So anyway, I appreciate you guys joining us tonight. What a fantastic event we've got coming up this upcoming Saturday. I think it's noon to 4 Eastern time. I'll keep on posting it on our Team Ascent Facebook page. I appreciate you guys so much. Let's close this week out. Let's get record numbers of people on our big event Saturday. Everybody have a tremendous night. Peace.